You know, one of the best ways to do Florida is to make camp within the gorgeous and unique ecosystems found right here in the Sunshine State.
Camping's a lot of work. Believe me, it's worth it.
So, we're showing you our top 5 ways to camp Florida style. Plus, Chef Justin's making a shrimp pasta dish fit for a king.
This is one of my favorite recipes. In fact, this is one that I make at home once a week.
So, whether you're going primitive or bringing all the comforts of home,
Have fun.
camping lets you immerse yourself in Florida's unparalleled beauty, from sunrise to starry, starry night.
I'm Chad Crawford, and today we're counting down how to do Florida's top 5 Florida camping adventures. Let's get started. Coming in at number 5, we pack up the kids' tent and the chuck box and head to Ocala National Forest for some good old-fashioned family car camping.
It's camping for dummies as we travel to one of Florida's true gems, the Ocala National Forest, for a family camping trip at Alexander Springs. And as if filming a TV show in the middle of the woods wasn't challenging enough, I decided to bring along my family, my wife Christy, my daughter Casey, who's 6, and my 5-year-old son Chase. Hey, it sounded like a good idea at the time.
Camping is all about the list. You gotta work the list, okay? If it's not on the list, then it's not gonna go in the car and it's not gonna be on the campsite.
Camping with kids can be a lot of fun, and in Florida, family camping is a tradition.
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
When you first arrive, here are some things to keep in mind. Pick a campsite with some shade, especially during the summer. Look for a site on relatively high ground. The ladies will appreciate this one. Pick a spot in close proximity to a water supply and bathroom. The spring was just a short walk from the campsite, and the kids were dying to get in the water. With a year-round temperature of 72 degrees, it's a perfect place to cool off. I was impressed to see that Alexander Springs had a full canoe rental facility right there at the spring. So we jumped in and began canoeing down the Springs Basin. And let me tell you, it was gorgeous. Studies show that children who are regularly exposed to the outdoors show less signs of anxiety and stress. And that does wonders for their parents too. And family car camping in the Ocala National Forest was a perfect way to experience the real Florida.
Let's get back to the countdown. Coming in at number 4, we're going primitive as we head to Florida's intercoastal waterways to pitch our tent in one of the gorgeous uninhabited spoil islands of the Indian River Lagoon system.
Every year, my dad and I try to get away on a father and son trip.
Let's get all this stuff from here into the boat, right?
Yep. This year, we decided to do a spoil island camping trip on the Indian River Lagoon in Brevard County. Our destination would be Spoil Island Campsite number BC 47, which is just a few miles north of Sebastian Inlet, right on the beautiful Indian River Lagoon.
Prime real estate. Whew. Spoil Island camping's a lot of work. Believe me, it's worth it.
Look for a shady spot when considering where to set up your tent.
You sure you got this thing on right?
Yep.
Looks a little wobbly. Home. You ready to catch some bait?
Yeah, I think I just saw something out there,
Where?
right over here. Perfect size. Don't miss them.
I don't miss them.
As far as you can go.
See that long distance? Woo!
Yeah, you got some.
It's called power netting.
After dinner, we watched a beautiful Florida sunset. And then it was time for the main event, night fishing in the Sebastian Inlet. Getting there at night was a navigational feat in itself.
Great thing about island camping is just being so close to such really great fishing. Oh yeah, oh.
What was it?
That's ladyfish.
Like little tarpons.
Real fun fish. Wild and crazy. That's a ladyfish. He sucked up that big old mullet and back he goes.
I was after a snook or redfish, but a school of ladyfish kept sucking up all my bait.
Nice being out here.
It was.
So the legacy my dad started continues to unfold. Everything he's instilled in me is the reason I embrace the outdoors with such passion. And now, I continue this tradition, teaching my children to love and respect the natural world around them. So make Spoil Island camping your newest Florida family tradition.
Well, we're 2 down and 3 to go before we reveal our #1 camping trip of a lifetime.
Okay, there, I got it.
Tense up.
Still to come, Chef Justin's regal recipe for royal red pasta. Oh,
This looks phenomenal. I can't wait to get into it.
long live the chef. And coming up, we're charting a course for camping adventure to a place untouched by time.
3-hour tour.
But first, we're tapping into our inner Florida cracker as the countdown continues.
Woo! Moon got me here.
This is How to Do Florida's Top 5 Florida Camping Adventures.
I'm Chad Crawford, and we're counting down how to do Florida's top 5 Florida camping adventures. At number 3 in the countdown, we're saddling up and moving out to show you how to do horseback camping, Florida cracker style.
Long before Florida was famous for its beautiful beaches, alligators, and oranges, it was home to our country's first cattle industry. The Sunshine State's version of a cowboy was known as a Florida cracker because of the loud, cracking whip he used to drive his cattle. We headed over to Forever Florida's Crescent J Ranch. My 10-year-old daughter, Casey, is a lover of all things horsey and has been talking about this trip for over 2 months. We saddled up and headed out for our 3-hour tour of natural Florida in its purest form. The landscape was a mix of hammocks, pine flatwoods, and low-lying wetlands. The sights and sounds of old Florida was all around us as we made our way down the trail.
Can't you see all the baby alligators?
At last, we made it to camp.
Woo! Moon got me here.
This may be an old Florida experience, but the camping is not primitive. It comes equipped with modern conveniences like bathrooms, showers, and hot water. For a child, unforgettable memories are often cast in unforgettable settings. And as Casey and I explored the area around the campsite, I hoped this would be one of those childhood moments she would never forget. Finally, it was time to sit down in front of a roaring campfire and eat some cowboy victuals. After having our fill of steak and potatoes, we kicked back and enjoyed the show
Oh my gosh, Casey, look at all this stuff.
as we watched the night sky light up with stars like I had never seen before. It was time to locate the herd and put my new skills to the test. As soon as the cattle saw us, they took off. Casey quickly went to work on the left, and I took the right, and Alan brought up the rear. I have to say, driving cattle is an incredible adrenaline rush. Together, we quickly got the herd in formation and began moving them across the field to greener pastures.
Well, Alan, thank you so much, sir, for sharing this bit of tradition and history with me and Casey today. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Stepping back in time to live and work as a real Florida cracker is not only an amazing way to reconnect with your state's rich history, but it's also a powerful way to reconnect with your family. So grab your Wranglers, shine your boots, and saddle up the ride of your life, old Florida style.
Now, back to the countdown. Cruising in at number 2 is the most luxurious camping experience on Earth. Well, on water, that is. Here's how to be the captain of your own domain as we show you how to do houseboat camping.
Right in the middle of the 310-mile St. Johns River lies a place untouched by time and progress. Crystal clear waters are flanked by ancient live oak, palms, and cypress trees. This is river country. Here, the St. Johns River runs through the second largest lake in Florida, Lake George, and you can immerse yourself in this spectacular place as your own houseboat captain.
Attention! Are you guys ready for the cruise?
Yes,
sir.
And have fun.
With the wind in my hair, it was all ahead full to Silver Glen Springs. We drove the houseboat up to the sandbar and dropped anchor in the clear, sparkling water. The only thing left to do was dive in and enjoy Florida. The water was spectacular.
There we go.
Look at that.
Ooh, I got one, Daddy. I got one. Look.
Houseboating is all about charting your own course and creating a personal island oasis wherever you choose.
You want to dress? All right, girl.
Daddy.
Let's see what you got.
It's kicking back and having fun, surrounded by nature,
Guys, look at all these fish.
but with all the comforts of home. And at the end of the day, it was time to fire up the grill
We got ignition.
and get some houseboat burgers going. And then we bowed our heads and gave thanks for this time as a family in one of the most special places on earth.
We're getting closer and closer to our #1 camping adventure, an unforgettable trip of a lifetime.
I have a gift. You want to open up now or tomorrow?
Now.
But first, Chef Justin's cooking with regal flair as he decrees that royal red pasta shall rule the table.
Spooning this on, get plenty of sauce on here and shrimp.
When How to Do Florida's Top 5 Camping Adventures returns.
Today, Chef's working with one of my favorites, royal red shrimp.
That's right, we're serving it with pasta and we're gonna show you how.
Woohoo! Chef, we're working with the royal red shrimp. Absolutely one of my favorite shrimp to work with.
These are amazing deep water shrimp from Florida. And the royal reds, they are a little bit rare. So if you see them in your seafood store, then you definitely want to pick these up because they are a treat.
Chef, what are we gonna do today?
All right, today we're gonna make some seafood pasta, one of those classic, iconic dishes.
And let me guess, you're gonna put some olive oil on there, right?
A little bit of olive oil first.
I mean, this is like your classic setup here. Big skillet, olive oil. I feel like you start out a lot of your cooking with this setup right here.
Absolutely. And just a little bit of garlic here.
A little bit of garlic.
This is actually elephant garlic, so it's a little more mild. So to that, I'm gonna add a little bit of crushed red pepper as well. So we wanna make it just a little bit spicy. And work this around still just a little bit. All right, so now that the garlic's working around, it's got its flavors, I'm gonna go ahead and add my chopped Florida tomatoes.
Woo, that smells good.
I'm gonna add a little bit of white wine. There you go. We're gonna go with a little lemon zest and lemon juice.
So we're essentially making our pasta sauce here. Is this?
We are.
Is this what this is?
Absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little basil pesto here. And this is gonna give it a good herby flavor. This is brought back up to a boil. We can go ahead and add our shrimp. You ready? You wanna add them for me?
Sure.
Go ahead and put them all right in. Absolutely, that is looking good. All right, we're just gonna stir this around a little bit. Okay, so we got our shrimp in there. All of our other ingredients are kind of coming together. And so while the shrimp are cooking, I'm just gonna put a layer of fresh baby spinach right on top.
Wow.
So I want this baby spinach to just kind of wilt. I don't want to cook it too much, and it's gonna do this on top. So now we're gonna go ahead and plate up our pasta. Now this is some angel hair pasta on my bowl here. Give it just a little bit of a twist.
Wow.
And now it's time to stir this up a little bit. I think we'll try to give it a pan snap. Are you ready?
I'm ready for a snap. There we go. Oh, man. So this is
Beautiful.
where that spinach just gets coated on that snap like that.
It
man.
really does. It just kind of coats, and we just want it to wilt. We don't want it to cook too much. Okay, now we're just gonna go ahead and start ladling this on. Spooning this on, get plenty of sauce on here and shrimp.
That absolutely just smells delicious.
This looks phenomenal. I can't wait to get into it.
It does. Give me a tool.
You ready?
Give me something to work with here.
Here you are, sir.
Fork.
I'm going on this side. I'm twirling.
You twirl,
I do.
I cut.
You're
Sorry.
cutting the pasta? I'm just gonna go
Going in.
Oh, there we go. I got 2 on there.
Oh. Oh, chef. Absolutely delicious. That, you know, for this recipe and many, many more, go to our website at howtodoflorida.com. That's why I cut. That was inappropriate. Coming up, the big reveal. An unforgettable trip of a lifetime. It's How to Do Florida's #1 camping adventure, and it's coming up next.
Coming up next, How to Do Florida's #1 favorite Florida camping adventure is revealed. When How to Do Florida returns.
And now, gliding down the Swanee River and into our #1 slot on our countdown. It's truly the trip of a lifetime. This is the one I will never forget, and the one you've got to try. So sit back and take it in as we show you how to do canoe camping.
The black water of the Suwannee River winds through jagged limestone cliffs and past high bluffs topped with ancient oaks. This remarkable landscape is unlike any other place in Florida and deserves to be taken in slowly. There's no better way to experience this primitive beauty than by venturing out on a canoe camping trip. For my son Chase's birthday, I decided to take him on a father and son trip of a lifetime, canoeing and camping way down upon the Suwannee River. One of the things that struck me the most about the Suwannee was its calm black water. Tannins leached from plants in the Okefenokee create this dark, rich color, or possibly better described by Chase, who said, "Dad, are we floating in root beer?" But the Suwannee is probably best known for the song that made it famous back in 1851.
The song Old Folks at Home, which is Florida's state song, by the way, was written about this very river, the Suwannee River. Stephen Foster, the gentleman who wrote the song, never actually even visited the river. Stephen, you don't know what you were missing, buddy.
From the walls of cypress knees lining the banks to the remarkable white limestone cliffs, the Suwannee is a magnificent sight to behold. More than 100 years ago, steamboats cruised these very waters, selling their wares to folks living along these banks.
This is like a good spot to camp?
It looks like an awesome spot.
When setting up camp, your priority is always shelter. Believe me, you don't want to be setting up your tent in the dark.
Okay, there, I got it.
Tents up.
While I got the campfire going, Chase does what he does best, explore, looking for firewood. Chili or stew makes for a great canoe camping meal. It's easy to pack and hearty enough to fill you up. I have been waiting all day to give Chase his birthday present.
I have a gift. You want to open up now or tomorrow?
Now,
There you go.
my own knife.
Your knife. Is that pretty cool?
Thank you, Daddy.
Happy birthday, buddy.
We ate dinner next to the fire, watched the moon, listened to the wildlife, but mostly, we just enjoyed the moment.
It's beautiful out here at night, isn't it?
At first light, with a gentle mist rising over the black water, it was time for a hot breakfast, ham and eggs, and, don't forget, coffee.
We're done, buddy. We got to pack up and get on the river.
Before heading off to the rope swing, we broke down our camp and packed the canoe up and got ready for the next leg in our journey down the river. When you get down to it, it's really what canoe camping is all about, a journey. It's paddling down a beautiful river, taking in the amazing scenery, and stopping to check out something that looks like fun, just because you can. At nightfall, you make your camp and rest before moving on the next day as you continue to explore what lies around the river's bend.
I want to encourage you to take advantage of Florida's many camping opportunities. Well, that's our show. I hope you learned something, but more importantly, I hope you feel encouraged to get out and do Florida.
For more info on this episode, go to howtodoflorida.com, where you'll find bonus how-to videos and all of Chef Justin's yummy recipes. And be sure to check out our Do Florida page, which is our giant list of events and activities all over the Sunshine State. Yeah, you should check it out.
What is this right here? Is this
Those are to keep the kids occupied.
So you poke the kids with this, or what do you do?
It can be done, but
Okay.
not advised.
You know, we're about to go experience just greatness. I can't. Okay. Be out a little bit, guys. Seriously. Okay, I'm ready. Let's do it. Keyword: mosquito repellent, inverter, and first aid kit. That'll get you there. Mom! Mom! Mom!
Classic Chad.
Yeah, right there. Oh, yeah, perfect. Yes.